Department store manager scenario. Question number 1 is that what is the problem facing your group? The problem facing my group is that we as a management need to lay someone off due to payment changes and cuts. And that's the problem. The criteria that my group used to help develop the solution, by the way, my group is me, my husky, my chiweenie, and my cockatoo. And the criteria we used to develop the solution is I explained to them that we needed to find someone who wasn't contributing to the development of our company. And so we needed to find the person who was the least contributing to those things that would help us continue to develop as a department store. How would we assess the balance between the structure and the interaction of my group? Well, there was a main talker, me, and everyone else just kind of listened. They went by not really contributing at all. That is when people are passive and they just go with the flow. I think that's the peer pressure one. I promise I knew the word a second ago. But, yes. So the interaction and structure was kind of poor, really poor actually, because it wasn't a group of humans, but it went rather well. While talking it out, I was able to think more for myself, and my group of me, myself and I, and the pets of my house was pretty well structured. Before making a decision, how well did your group assess the advantages and disadvantages of each option? Well, we talked about each individual person, and we talked about the things that they would and would not be able to do, and how they help out each other with synergy as well, and how that helps the department store interact. And so we talked about how Martha, Bob, Trent, and Madeline and Antonio were all working, well, not Antonio, Madeline, those ones, were all working really hard to be able to help out each other. And then Katrina and Antonio weren't really doing much, and so like things like that were aspects that we considered. And then we also considered how efficient those other people are, even if they're not interacting with other things. So we talked about the pros and cons about each of those people and what they would do for the company, what they couldn't do for the company due to like the pregnancy of Madeline, or the alcoholic problem with Katrina, and different things like that, and how that would influence their ability to contribute to the department store. Before making the decision, okay, that's the last one. Did your group use any specific problem solving or decision making technique to structure your decision? Yes, we did. It was the expert insider technique of decision making, and by unanimity, because all of my pets agree with me. And so by using those two structured decision making skills, it was easy to be able to come to consensus, because there was really one opinion being voiced 4 different times. And so it was able to produce a good solution because, well, not really. It was a bad solution. Very poor, to be honest, because there was not really collaboration and there wasn't anything challenging ideas. So it was really just one idea coming from it, because everyone else was playing it by majority. Well, it was just like a bunch of passive people, pets, and then me. And so the decision made was not very well thought out or perfectly come to, because the lack of contribution from group members who will be able to see it from different sides and collaborate and actually view more pros and cons than one person can see. And so it did not produce a good solution because of the poor grouping. And that's the last question.